Hello. I am. Just a second. Sorry. All right. So today we're going to talk about the basics of fiction writing. We're starting our fiction and how to start your stories. So before we begin, I just have a little bit of advice here that I want you to watch from Stephen King.
Yes.
I was just wondering what advice you would give young people who are considering careers as writers. I guess you should buy your book.
Well, I think you ought to read a lot, and I think you ought to write a lot. I mean, those are really the two major things. You can't put it off. You have to really do the work. You have to be well read. I don't have any patience with people who say, "Oh man, I want to be a writer, but I don't have time to read." Well, if you don't have time to read, you can't be a writer. You've got to read just about everything. So I think that's the most important thing. And then you have to read. And I mean, you have to write in order to develop a style, to create a style of your own. And when it comes to the reading part of it, there's a magic moment, a really magic moment. If you read enough, it will always come to you if you want to be a writer, where you put down some book and say, "This really sucks. I can do better than this." And this got published.
Okay, so I really like that little piece from Stephen King. So a few things I want you to notice or think about. So we already talked a little bit about first lines, and I just want you to know that typically in fiction writing, a lot more attention is placed on that first and last paragraph of your piece. The first paragraph, for obvious reasons, right? You need to be able to hook your reader. And then that last paragraph, good writers almost can make that cyclical. You think of John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, Jay Gatsby, like a really good, solid ending will stay with the reader. A little bit more advice that I have for you when starting your fictional pieces would be to start in the middle of the action or in the middle of the conflict scene to draw your reader in immediately. You can always flash back and you can include setting items and you can kind of pepper in backstory. But starting in the middle of some kind of conflict or drama is a surefire way to hook your reader and keep them with you. So just really think about in dialogue, like a really charged piece of dialogue is a great way to start, or some kind of an action or a shocking statement. But you have to catch us within those first couple lines. Otherwise, you will inevitably lose us. Okay, so we did talk about first lines already. I do expect you to have a killer first line in your fiction pieces. All right, so I guess that's what I want you to know regarding the beginnings of fiction. We're going to go through the different basics of writing. I'm going to have you practice some different techniques. If you are currently not reading a book, I would really like you to start reading a book. And I want you to start to notice what does your favorite or what does your fiction writer do that you want to imitate. So I want you to start to make sure that you are reading like a writer. So when you are reading a piece of text, try to think about why is the author doing what they're doing. So for example, I have this book, Eleanor and Park, right here. And the line that I want to read to you is, "He'd stopped trying to bring her back. She only came back when she felt like it, in dreams and lies and broken down deja vu." Like he'd be driving to work and he'd see a girl with red hair standing on the corner and he'd swear for half a choking moment that it was her. Then he'd see that the girl's hair was more blonde than red. I mean, we have the first, 4 lines or so in this book, and I'm already like, I want to know, who is he trying to bring back? Why is he trying to bring her back? What are the dreams and the lies? Why does he care so much about her? So I was drawn into this book almost immediately with a mystery and the questions, and start to notice what draws you into books and why. I'm going to just close this up and smile awkwardly.